I have the absolute honor of bringing up our next presenter. Now, earlier I said that Team Fusion Boston is the strongest team in our company, and that's because we have a lot of incredible people, and this gentleman is no different. He was the first person to get his car on the road in the entire Boston market. He cracked a six-figure income within 16 weeks. Woo! He has a team of over 700 people within 27 states and 3 different countries. Obviously, he has a very impressive resume. However, none of that is the reason I'm excited to bring him up here. The reason I'm excited to bring him up here is because he's one of my closest friends. He is also one of the most business-savvy people I have ever met in my life, and has taught me more about being a business professional than any of my Harvard-educated professors. So, with no further ado, my friend and my mentor, Mr. Darren Birks.
I just gotta bask in this for a second. Can we please give it back to Mr. Whitaker? It's been an honor and a privilege to be alongside of a man like that, and the butterfly effect is real, ladies and gentlemen. Sitting back there while I was just watching this first half of the presentation, not only did he absolutely kill it, you know, it's gonna be hard to follow up a lawyer that's that good, but also the testimonials, him, the host, Mr. Morgan, this was all possible because I said yes to an opportunity 18 months ago. Yep. And shared the product with a couple of people, and shared the business opportunity with a couple of people, and the butterfly effect took effect. And it's wild. Like, I wish I had superpowers. I just run up to you and touch you, and you could feel what I feel, because it's insane. But now that I got that out of the way, thank you so much, sir. My name's Darren Birks, and I'm from Quincy. And he said a lot of nice things about me. Some might be true, but I wasn't always that way. I wasn't always a businessman. I wasn't always savvy. There was a point in time where, when I was growing up, my mom and dad worked real hard. We lived a blue-collar life, and we lived in an apartment my whole life. I never lived in a house. I never knew what it was like to have a garage or a house. And unfortunately, I lost my mom when I was 14 to cancer, my father when I was 20 to cancer. Shortly after my father passed, I said, you know what? I'm not going down that same road. I've watched so many people go down that 9-to-5 route, and it just not work out for me. So I'm like, I'm gonna do something different. I got into real estate. So we all can agree that real estate is a pretty good career, right? No cap of income, you work for yourself. So I got into it in my early 20s, and I made $85,000 my first year. And so, yeah, I was on top of the world. Like, I thought I was everything that I was supposed to be. I thought I had it figured out. I kept my eyes glued on what I was doing, and didn't pay attention to anything that was going on around me. So I went to go buy a Mercedes, get a status car, so I could show them my young age where I was still successful. I went to buy it off Craigslist. That was a terrible idea. Mercedes was a good idea, Craigslist was a bad idea. Engine died 2 days after I bought it. Took me months to take the guy to court, have him end up repaying. I dumped every bit of savings I had into the thing, so I had no savings, no car, no income, right? Real estate, even though it's such a great career, it's still what we call linear income. You have to be there, perform a service, and sell a good to get paid. If you're not there, you don't get paid. Problem is, life happens, right? I wasn't like, you know what, I think someone's going to sell me a messed up car 2 months from now, so I should start putting money aside. You know, you don't think that way. And nowadays, people are just in such a dangerous position. So I've been so passionate to show people how not to go from making $85,000 a year to being homeless in 3 months. Because it happened to me, it can happen to you. So I'm very passionate about sharing what I've learned. Ever since that day, I became knowledgeable about the economy. I wanted to see what was happening. I wanted to forecast what was going to be around the corner. And Mr. Whitaker touched on it, how apps are taking over. Online is taking over. See now, anybody here of Amazon? Amazon's a little company, right? They just bought Whole Foods. Everybody knew that? See, they have a store called Amazon Go. It's been in Seattle for the last year. And it doesn't have any cashiers or baggers. You walk in, your phone beeps. You grab what you want, you walk out, boom, your phone beeps. Registers to your Amazon account, you get charged. No cashiers. Now you're wondering where I'm going with this. There's 8 million retail workers in America today. 8 million. When that technology goes throughout all retail stores, which it will, that's 8 million people that don't have a job anymore. Now, some of you in here might not be a cashier, so how does that affect me? Well, they now need a new job. So they're going to go after a different job. Maybe your job. More people for the same job, what happens? Lower wages. 80% of jobs are going to be gone in the next 20 years. If you do not believe me, just start doing some research. Technology. Mr. Whitaker talked about it with legal. Same thing with medical. Anybody here the Tricorder X from Star Trek? Medical device? Well, it's not from Star Trek anymore. A team of scientists actually developed it. They won a prize. It started out as a game, and they're releasing it this year. It's an application, it's a mobile device that plugs into your phone, and it takes your blood samples, you breathe into it, and it goes through 54 different biomarkers and can detect nearly any disease. There's also one that sticks onto your toilet that can go through other stuff. I won't go into that. But what this means is this technology is now going to get rid of a lot of medical assistants and a lot of nurses because they take care of the smaller things. Of course, specialized lawyers will still be needed. Specialized doctors will still be needed. But do you see where I'm going with this? Do you see how a lot of us are really going to be in trouble if we don't have a backup income, if we don't start preparing now for what's going to happen? What I want to show people how to do is build leverage income. What I want to show people how to do today is build a residual income from their phone, an online business. Online businesses are the way of the future. They even say, the CEO of Mercedes even stated that if you don't have a business that can integrate into your phone, your business will be shut down. That's where technology is going. So luckily enough, online businesses are actually cheaper to create than brick and mortar businesses. See, in brick and mortar, you have to open up a store, get real estate, get employees, get insurances. That's why a lot of these companies are going under. 5 major clothing retailers just went under in the last few months. Wet Seal, your ladies are familiar with Wet Seal? Yeah. Went bankrupt, sold for $3 million. Used to be worth close to $1 billion. True Religion, bankrupt. American Apparel, bankrupt. All because they didn't have a strong online foundation. So can we all agree that online foundation is very powerful? Yeah. So now you ask me, what's this have to do with you? So I'm going to show you how to bridge this gap as a part-time effort. This is not a full-time thing. This is not a get-rich-quick thing. You're not going to be driving a Bugatti next month. You're not going to make $6 million in 6 years. I'm very blunt about this. But it's sustainable, passive income that can grow into be something absolutely amazing. But it all depends on your efforts. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Is that fair enough?
Yes.
I don't ever want to come off as one of those companies that say, hey, this is going to be super easy, you get super rich, super quick. Because that doesn't happen for everybody. But I can show people how to become wealthy, and I'll explain that in a minute. So, to have a successful business, you need 3 things. You need a demand. We've already gone over the health and beauty demand. Very powerful things. You need products to meet that demand. We already went over the products. And you need a system that markets those products to the demand. You could have a company that has great products, but if it doesn't have a demand, no business. You could have a company that has a demand and great products, but if you don't have the proper system to distribute it, you don't have a business. Does that make sense?
Yep.
It needs to be simple, and it needs to be duplicatable. It needs to be something that anybody can do. Now, can we agree that 97% of people don't want to be a salesperson?
Yes.
And I know there's salespeople out there, but don't hate me for the next statement. Can we agree 97% of people don't like salespeople? we don't want to be sold things. And I used to be a salesperson, so I understand that. I don't take offense to that. I get it. You know, we don't want to be sold things. We want to be in a comfortable environment. We don't want to be salespeople because a lot of people out there that just aren't so outgoing. They aren't the personable type, the talkative type, and that's okay because you can do this business as well. We have a system that allows the average person to do that, and this is it. See, I have another company that I created, cost me $70,000 to do. It brought me back a very handsome income, but it was something that I had to do myself. It was something that was very difficult for me to find employees because it was a very specialized task. It is very hard to show people how to be successful in business or marketing a product if you're not skilled. Can we agree with that? So what I loved about this is I got to help people. I got to give back, because to me, being successful is great and all, but if you can't show anybody else how to be successful, you have wasted talent there. So when I saw this, how simple it was, there's two ways that we do business. One, we show you how to get your own commissions. You get a pre-made website when you join the business. That website is coded to you, updated daily. All you do to get customers is hand the product to somebody. I want my team to speak as little as possible, because every company under the sun is sitting there yapping in the air about what their product can do, all these great benefits, listen to this, listen to that. We don't believe any of it, do we? Half the time people just look at commercials and it just goes in one ear and out the other. We don't care. But I could be the worst salesperson ever in the world, but if I hand you a product that works for you, won't you still buy it?
Yep.
If I hand you a product that helps your migraines, if it just happened to help your migraines, you're not going to be like, well, he was terrible. Help my migraines, but he was terrible. I'm not going to buy it anymore. Let the product speak for itself. If I hand it to this young lady and she purchases it from my website, I get a commission. I get paid. Every time she buys it, I get paid. Most people go on auto ship month after month, because once you try this, like me, myself personally, it helped with my migraines. It helped with my fibromyalgia. I'll never be off this product. So I'll buy it month after month. So that's residual income for doing something one time. It's not hard to hand a product, is it? It takes a little bit of effort, but I mean, this isn't that bad. Holding this mic hurts more than this. I'm not used to a wide mic, so if I trip myself, just don't watch that. So that's it. That's how you get your own commissions. The other part of this is showing you how to build that leverage. So as Mr. Whitaker said, I have about 727-ish people on my team. So I shared the product, not to be exact. I shared the products with a couple people, I shared the business with a couple people, and that butterfly effect took effect, and it grew to 700 and something people. So now if every person just works 1 hour a night sharing this product or sharing this business, I now get paid on a $700 plus work night. Is that better than getting paid on your own hours? Mm-hmm. It's everybody doing a little bit and adding up to a lot. See, the beautiful thing about this is in order to grow more volume in a store, if I own the Dunkin' Donuts, right, that Dunkin' Donuts caps out at a certain point. It can only sell so many donuts out of that store. So you cap out of your profit. In order for me to get more profit, what do I have to do? Buy another store. It costs a lot more money. It's another thing I have to worry about, correct? With this, with the online business, all I need to do is open up another distribution point, another website, which is run by another person. So all I have to do is share this business with some other people who also see the way I see, and that opens up a distribution point, and I profit when they profit. Isn't that great? Mm-hmm. There's no more overhead for me. I don't have to worry about insurances. So you can grow this business large. And you do that a couple ways. One, you can copy and paste. You can copy and paste the YouTube link and say, hey, watch this video, let me know what you think. If they watch the video about the business and they like what they hear, you put them on the phone with someone that's a little bit more experienced that can answer more for you. Your involvement's very minimal. You're basically the middle person. Because we want you to be the middle person, because anybody can be the middle person. Does that make sense? Yep. If you had to explain everything yourself, if you had to take the time to do a presentation every time you talk to somebody, most people wouldn't be able to do it. But if you can leverage information, the busiest person in the world can do it, right? Mm-hmm. I've never met anybody too busy to do this business. Copy and paste takes 3 seconds. The most unskilled person can do it. And even if copy and pasting is too complicated for you, I could probably get an 8-year-old to show you how to do it. But if that's too complicated for you, we can say, download my app, it's called Team Fusion. Click on the video, it says webinar, watch 10-minute video, let me know what you think. That's it. After they watch the video, they have a good understanding of who we are and what we do. And if they want to do it, they call you back. Or if they want to get more questions answered, they call you back. If they don't, we don't bother them again. Go on your merry way. That's it. I don't waste your time, you don't waste my time. Isn't that a beautiful system? Because I don't want to be a hound. I don't want to waste my time chasing people. I don't want to be that buggy friend. I don't want to plaster my social media with, please buy my stuff. Please. Please. We don't want to do that. We don't want to be one of those people. Again, which opens up our market to a larger array of people, right? Can we agree most people don't want to do that? Mm-hmm. Awesome. This is a system. Beautiful. So, I don't get paid unless you get paid. That's how network marketing works. Unlike the corporate world. In order for us to make money in the upline, we have to make the downline money. And we want to do that quick. The quicker we get you paid, the happier you are, the more work you do, right? That's how it works. And well, if you were saying really make this make sense to you, you have to make money. So we actually have crazy bonuses right now. Something called the power play. If you do it in your first 30 days, you get $2,000 in a fast start. $2,000 bonus just for doing the power play, which is basically obtaining 3 more distribution points and getting 3 customers and showing your 3 friends how to do the same thing. Very, very simple. Rule of 3, very simple. As far as the ranks are just simply volume that is purchased through your stores, either your store or someone that you referred to the business store, that flows upward. And the higher the volume gets, the higher your rank gets. So you can have this volume run through with 2 people, 3 people on your team, or you can have it run through with 100,000 people on your team. Obviously, it would be easier with 100,000 people on your team, correct?
Yeah.
So it's easier to spread your distribution points larger, but you could do it with just a couple. Every rank is built because someone purchased a product. Does that make sense?
Yes.
You don't rank up if people don't buy the product. So the product is everything. But Garnet is a great position. We help you hit that in the first 31 days, and you get a $100 fast start bonus. $100 fast start bonus. Jade's an amazing position, which if you do, we help you do that in your first calendar month, then you get a $200 fast start bonus. That's a total of $300 that you could get within your first 30 to 60 days. Can I have all the Jades and Garnets please stand up? Thank you. Thank you. If you can get to Jade and Garnet, then you can build in a diamond position, a blue diamonds position. You can go all the way up the line because you just show people how to do what you just did. It's like building blocks. That's it. You're helping people succeed. The more Jades that you help build, the higher up you go. That's what I love about this industry. Pearl's a great position. In the second calendar month, we help you get that. In your second calendar month, that's a $700 extra bonus you're getting on top of it. On top of an average income of $700. See, now this is that makes $50,000 a year sitting on the beach with my kids, working from my phone and having a residual income come in, than be the guy at the office 100 hours a week making $150,000. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So if we teach you how to build a lot of residual income that is going to add up, $700 extra a month for doing something a couple of times that comes in residually, that's some pretty good income. In order to get that from another residual source, you have to have something like $100,000 in a bank account collecting a 7% interest rate, which will also bring you in $700 residually a month. Problem is, if one of you guys find a 7% interest rate, please let me know, because we're currently looking for one. But that's a powerful position. Can I have my pearls please stand up? Thank you. So a total of $1,000 just in bonuses on top of it, just for saying I did this quick. Sapphire is an amazing position. Sapphire average income's $1,500 a month, and this is where things change because this is where the Dream Car program comes in. So the Dream Car program is why you see all those fancy cars sitting outside. You get paid a $1,000 down payment, $500 a month once you qualify for Sapphire 2 times. Now that is a powerful tool because that is going to pay for a car that we put a little Kayani logo on the side of it. You pick the car, it has to be a white car. But that becomes tangible evidence to your friends and family that this works. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So if you have a car that's paid for by the company and you roll up to one of your friends that said, you know what, one of those things isn't going to work, do you think it changed their tone?
Yep.
Because it certainly changed the tone of the people at my gym when I rolled up 35 days into the business with a $60,000 Mercedes, which was my first car that I got. And they're like, huh? You got that from doing what? Now, cars aren't everything, but it means something. It's a status symbol, it's a billboard, it's a marketing tool, but it also helps people. It gets the car payment off someone's plate. Car payment is one of people's biggest liabilities next to their mortgage, right? Mortgage and rent, biggest liability, car payment, second liability. What's this take care of? Mortgage and rent, and then your car payment. Your biggest 2 liabilities are taken care of at Sapphire. See, this is what I talk about when I said we can show you how to become wealthy. A lot of people think that wealthy means rich. It doesn't. Rich means you make millions of dollars, you make a lot of money. Not everybody in the world is going to become rich. It takes a lot of effort to do that. Wealthy is just having assets to equal out your liabilities. All of us in life have assets and liabilities. Easily explained, assets are something to put money in your pocket, liabilities are something that takes it out. Make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So we're talking assets residually, not assets you go to work. We're talking, this is something that's going to be built and it's going to pay you no matter what, no matter if you work or don't. So if I can show people how to match their liabilities, their bills, their expenses, with a residual income from this business that they build part-time from their phone, I can show them how to live a wealthy life where they have that time balance back. They have their time freedom. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So as I'm going through these ranks, take a mental note of what your expenses are, and let's see if we can match it. A lot of people are between Ruby and Sapphire, that's their monthly expenses. These are easily hit. We had Miss Val Lyons, who's in the back somewhere, did this in 18 days. We've had people do it super quick. We've had people even do it in a year, though. In a year. Imagine a year from now having an asset that's going to take care of your expenses. Wouldn't that be cool?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's an asset that you wouldn't have had otherwise, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to get that from your job. So that's cool. Can I have the Sapphires please stand up and give their background, please?
My name is Tyler Morgan. I'm a solar consultant.
Oh, hi. Nick Gambino, 20 years in automotive.
Dave Bonfilio in construction, and I'm an adaptive athlete. That means I have one leg and I run much faster than Mr. Darren Birks.
This is true.
Hi, Paul Lyons, Information Technology. Hi, Val Lyons, full-time real estate. Leslie Ray, community nurse. This is the medical sales manager. Steve Case career, massage therapist, single mom.
Thank you. Notice there's so many different kinds of people. Like, this isn't gender specific, this isn't age specific, this isn't race specific. Anybody can do this business. All it takes is the want for more. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So, Ruby and up, these positions are positions that don't come just like that. They're positions that you work for, but it becomes a different kind of work. When you become a Ruby or an Emerald or move up the line, now you have a team growing. You have a nice team growing, and you start to feel the effects of the butterfly effect. You start to feel the things that I felt sitting back there watching my people up here speak. It is the best feeling in the world. It beats any of these numbers, I'll tell you. I'll tell you that significance and success are two different things. Success is money. You make money, you're successful, right? Anybody you know that makes a lot of money, like, oh, they're successful. They might not have significance in their life. Significance is being able to impact the world. Leave your footprint here. And you can do that at any of these ranks, but certainly at Ruby and Emerald. Ruby's an average of $3,500 a month. That's taking care of someone's major liabilities. That's definitely helping people out. Emerald's a cool position, $7,400 a month. That's usually where people crack a six-figure income. $5,000 rank bonus, high five. Emerald retreat, so they take you on a cruise, which I'm kind of not fond of because I don't like water and sharks. I don't like Shark Week. But they say I'm going to Jamaica, so I might just take medicine to go on there. So that'd be cool. Diamond's a really cool position, $14,000 a month extra. Now this is all part-time positions. Still part-time. We have a lot of diamonds that are still part-time. But usually people start to see the benefit of their phone project outweighing their job.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? Because 85% of people don't like their job anyway. And even the 15% of people that do, most of them just like their job better than other jobs, but they don't really like their job. If they actually knew that there was an option not to go to work, it changes. Mr. Nick Gambino is one of my best friends, and he's like, I like being a morning person. I can't sleep past 8 a.m. 20 years in the automotive field. He decided to leave his job when he started seeing residual income and understanding the benefit of it. 6 months into the business, the Maserati that he got didn't hurt either. But now I can't wake him up before 11 o'clock. Like, he thought he was a morning person because society told him you had to be a morning person. And he started to be comfortable with his surroundings. As humans, we adapt, right? As humans, we start to adapt and say, if I can't have a car, if it's impossible for me to have a car, I'll start telling myself, I don't want a car. I like walking. I don't need a car. Yeah, I want a car. I just am trying to make myself okay with not having a car. Does that make sense? So once you make it real to people, like this is real, you're going to see it, happening around you, you're going to see it happening with other companies as well. There's other great companies out there too. You're going to see it become real to people that you can work online and live a different kind of life. And that's what's exciting. So down here, the car payment goes up to $4,000 down, $1,200 a month, so you can upgrade to something cool. Can I please have the Rubies and come up to the top of the stage, please? Woo! These are Boston's leaders coming up here.
Oh, Mr. Darren Birks, thank you. Guys, Mike D'Andrea Jr., been in the company for over a year, and the whole reason I'm here is because I feel good. Because over a year ago, I started taking the Triangle of Health, which helped in areas of my life that other things couldn't. My knees, my joint pain, my arthritis, my headaches, I was sleeping horribly. So many different areas of my life have been helped because of this product. And then I started sampling it out. And almost everybody that I gave this product to loved it and came back with a smile and said, what is that? I don't know what it is, but I feel great. Then it hit me. I have an amazing business right here in the palm of my hands. I went all in. I've been building every day since. And seeing so many new faces in the room, guys, tonight too, that means this thing works. It is so amazing to see and meet so many new young entrepreneurs here, starting, helping us build. Guys, we've only just begun. We have a lot of people to help and heal. I'll be here after. Come over, talk to me. I'd love to tell you my story.
I was like, come on, I need the mic already. Let's go here. I hate going after Mike. His energy is so contagious. I'm April Lynch. I own a dance studio here on the South Shore. I'm also a fitness instructor. So to say I'm tired, my eyebrows at the end of the day were like, oh my God, they're sore. This product's amazing, does wonders for people, you guys. Without the help of everybody here, I wouldn't be standing here. Everyone continued to carry my weight when I couldn't be here, and I'm so thankful for that. And let's do this, you guys. We're just getting started.
Yeah.
How you guys doing? What's up?
This guy.
My name's Rob Pagnano. I'm a professional musician, and I've been in for 16 months, hit diamond a year in, and you know, I tend to get a little more serious about this because it really did change my life. I bring it up all the time. I went through 3 major back surgeries, spinal surgeries, chronic pain, 15-hour surgery through my stomach to get to my spine. It's all about the product. The product, you know, we have the skincare line's amazing, but the product is why this is working. It's why you can actually put your name on this and actually speak to your friends and be comfortable with it. So just knowing that, you can take this thing to crazy levels. Now, a year and 4 months in, I've been on 18, 20 planes now. I leave Thursday morning for 15 states over the next 3 weeks. I mean, financial freedom's fun too. So you guys can do a lot with this, and we have the best system in the family here. So
That's right. That's right.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jules Marquisio. I grew up in Bridgewater, but I've been living in San Diego for the past 10 years. And long story short, I spent 13 years in traditional corporate America in project management. And 6 years ago, good fortune came my way. I had been laid off a few times out in San Diego. I was looking to change my entire career at the age of 34. And I was actually nannying in a very wealthy neighborhood, and I met a young kid worth $25 million who introduced me to network marketing. I really knew nothing about it. He became my mentor. He showed me that there's a different world out here, right in front of us. And he opened the door for me to walk through, to get paid what I'm worth, to literally dictate my own financial future, to be in a world where people are positive and they want to encourage you and lift you up. And what I do is I just show people that we just have a better way. We have a better way. And maybe it's not for everybody, but for the entrepreneurs and for the people who are driven and positive and want to make an impact and leave a legacy, there's no better place. So I came back here a little over a year and a half ago, to plant the flag here with Team Fusion, because even though Kyani's been around for 10 years, the US really just started to get booming 3 years ago when Team Fusion was formed. Team Fusion was formed by some really successful network marketers, one of them worth $500 million,
That's who put the system together and who's behind us. I'm actually flying to Dallas tomorrow to meet with him because they care and they're watching us and they are working with us, holding our hand the entire way. And most people will never have a mentor in life. Never mind a mentor who has exactly what you want, who's willing to teach you exactly how to get it. So I came back here, planted the flag, and I've had these guys. I mean, we had a bunch of them here a couple weekends ago, and they're helping us with everything. We've got about 1,700 people on the team, and we are literally just getting started. And we've been through the ups and the downs, and the roadmap is laid out for us, and we're just looking for people that want to run. Yep.
Grandkids are going to owe her a thank you card because of the legacy that we get to leave here. So this is amazing, and she touched on, we call these the Skittle diamonds. You can make a lot of money. I don't get big into them. The one I will stop at is purple diamond because this is what made it real to me. So a gentleman that I know of is named Mr. David Nieves. Some of you guys might be familiar with him. I actually knew of him before this business. And I looked at the business and I saw him as a success story, and I'm like, what? Because when I knew him, he wasn't a success story at all. Like, he was very, very not so well off. Dead broke, getting his car repoed, and then I fast forward time, I see him driving an Audi R8 and one of these success stories. So I'm like, what's up? And it turns out he made $195,000 in 1 month, 2 months previous to me seeing that, and he clears about 6 figures a month. And he's 33 years old. So this is somebody that went from nothing to something that I knew. We all hear the rags to riches stories, right? We all hear them. But like, imagine it being somebody that you know. Imagine it being the person that invited you here today. Imagine how real it would be. Imagine how much more pumped up you would be. So I had no problem being pumped up back in the day when it was just me and Jules sitting in Bayshore Yoga Room, and that was it. And we had like a meeting, and we invited a couple people to it, and it was still just us. And we just stared at each other. We're like, all right, they will come. They will come. We build it, they will come, right? I was pumped up because I knew it was going to work. So that's why I stopped at that, because it's very powerful. But this is how you get started, ladies and gentlemen. This isn't 70 grand like my other company that I created from scratch. This is it. The premium pack. This is the premium, the top of the line, the top of the top, the tippity top of the sundae. You know, like you have the sundae, and then you have the cherry on top of the sundae, then you have the stem, then you have the top of the stem, and right on top of the tippity top, that's where the premium pack is. Right? This is the best value that you have. About $1,500 worth of product for $1,000, for $9.99. That's it. It actually costs twice that to claim bankruptcy in Massachusetts. So it costs twice of the tippy top of the sundae to say I don't have money in Massachusetts. Isn't Massachusetts great? The package down from that is $5.99. That's the builder pack. One down from that's product pack, it's $3.99. All three packages come pre-made website, customer service department, business rights, all 50 states, 64 plus countries. Me and Mr. Morgan, Ms. Marquisio, and myself have a team growing in Greece and in Paris. And we didn't know anybody in Greece and Paris, but the butterfly effect. Someone knew someone knew someone. Now we have a team in Paris and Greece that we didn't need to pay a lot of money to get into. We didn't have to pay a dime to get into it. If we were to have business in another country, you'd have to pay a lot of money. We didn't have to do that here. It's all here. Only thing that differentiates packages is the amount of samples you get. Clearly, like we talked about, this is simple. Hand out products. The more products you have to hand out as samples, the more lives you can impact, the faster you build your business, the easier it will be. Does that make sense, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes.
So how I explain it is, I'll be honest, I didn't even get this one because I came into this business with a little bit of an ego. I know, hard to believe. I came in with a little bit of ego because I have a business background. I'm like, I don't need the product so much. I can run this. But I made the mistake. I got the builder pack, and I still built the business. It's doing very, very well off of a $600 investment. Off a $600 investment. But if I could turn back time, I wish I got the premium pack. Because it's not about what I can do. It's about what people see me to do so they can follow it, right? So I want people seeing me hand out product. So even if I can sell the product without handing it out, I want somebody that might not be able to do it to see me handing out the product so they hand out the product. Better up their chances of success. Does that make sense?
Yep.
But if it's going to cost you to sell your firstborn child to do that, keep your child. You might need them someday. That's okay. We'll go with the build pack. All right, don't leave yourself broke, but literally do not cut corners in the beginning of your business. This is nothing to have a business. And I've been in a situation before when this was a lot of money to me. And that's when I really needed to reevaluate what I was doing. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So getting where you fit in, that's perfect. These are the last couple of things. I'm almost done wrapping it up here. Coyote Care is basically a retirement program for us. But they don't call it that because that gets taxed differently, so they hook us up and call it a loyalty bonus. And that for every $100 in Coyote volume that goes through our organization, they put $1 aside in a bank account for you, and it increases by 10% in interest each year. Pays out when you're 60. So if you're close to the age of 60, like Mrs. Nick Gambino is, you only have to be in the company for 5 years in good standing. I haven't done that wrong. 5 years in good standing, and it pays out. So that's incredible. Care in Hands is one of my favorite things about this. So the Taylor Farms, Carl Taylor owns Taylor Farms, they make these mashed potatoes, these little instant mashed potato bags, and we call it a potato pack. And for $25, you can feed a family of 5 or a child for a week. And this is a charity that we collect for. As distributors, we put in for it, our customers can put into it, our family members, our friends, our strangers, whoever it is, we collect for this charity. And this goes to third world countries and disaster areas to feed hungry children and families. Last year, we fed 1.1 million people. The mind-boggling part, and this is what shows about the owner's integrity and the fact that they really are just trying to make a statement, is this is attached to our compensation plan. So the more money that we generate for a charity, it comes through as volume, like we were selling product. So whether you're selling product or collecting charity, you're getting paid the same way. Isn't that crazy? You're getting paid to do the right thing. In life, I guess that's what we need to do for people, but like you would think you would collect for the charity anyway. But the more money we collect for this charity, the more you get paid. Is that awesome? Can we give that a round of applause? We do mission trips as well. We just cleaned up DWF Park in Brockton last month. This month we're going to try to do the Special Olympics with the horses and the special needs children and volunteer for that. So if you guys are interested in that, let us know. And then this is my last slide. When you see this, usually people fall into 3 different categories. 1, maybe you're not the business type. Maybe the business isn't for you. Maybe you just want to be a customer. Try the product. Money back guarantee. 2 outcomes. 1, you get healthier, better looking, or you get your money back, right? Simple. Like, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to support your friend's business either. You know, if I could buy everything in my life from another individual, I would. Instead of going to a Walmart or a Target. I'm big with buying from individuals because I want to give my money back to the people. I want to bring back entrepreneurship. So be a customer, try it out. Or maybe you're beat. Maybe you're on a budget. Maybe you need to borrow the money. Maybe, like I said earlier, that those numbers are big to you. Maybe you don't have that right now. That's okay. That's a lot of people. A lot of people are in that position. See, back when I was 25, I almost ended up homeless again. But an opportunity got in front of me, and I didn't have the money to do it. So I sold everything I owned, besides a mattress, a lawn chair, a Cube TV, and a Sega. Had to keep the Sega. I sold everything. I sold my DVD collection. That made me cry. I had a lot of collector's editions. I got nothing for it. But my willingness to sell everything I owned to start a business is why I stand before you as a 31-year-old man that has had a 6-figure or a multiple 6-figure income for most of my adult life. Because I'm willing to make that short-term sacrifice for that long-term result. Because I'm willing to start doing something different to get something different. I'm willing to start learning from people that know more than I do. I'm willing to be mentored. I'm coachable. That is the key in life, is to be coachable, is to listen to people that have more than you. For some reason, as broke people, and I did it too, we end up listening to other broke people. And we stay in this realm of brokenness. Like we never break through. We never break out of it. It's like video games. It's like if this young lady got to level 10 in the video game and can't get past it, and I'm asking her how to get to level 20, she can't tell me. She only got to level 10. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to ask the advice of people that have the things that I want. I'm going to ask the advice of the people that have the lifestyle that I want. And this goes for everything in life, relationships, no matter what it is. Start listening to people that have the life that you want. Because when you listen to advice from someone, you're buying into their lifestyle. Does that make sense? Yep. So if that's you, let us know. I have like a 9 million ways to make money, extra money on the side. Most illegal, so we'll take care of you. We'll figure it out. Or A, you're all in. You're all in. This makes sense to you. You know, you understand time in business. You understand how that's important. But you also understand that action is the key to life. You know where the word "post" comes from? Passes over opportunities repetitively. That's what poor people do. You are not in a financial situation that you are in right now because of the lack of resources. You are in it because of the lack of resourcefulness. We all have the same opportunities go by us. It's just who's looking for them? Who's ready for it? Who's ready to take action when it comes in front of them? Who's going to recognize it? Does that make sense?
Yep.
See, I'm going to leave you with a story about my father, and this is why I get so amped up at this part. Because watching my father's life, I learned from it. My father was a Marine Corps vet, Vietnam. Went to Vietnam when he was 17, lied about his age. Came home after fighting and went right to the Union. Started working as a full air his whole life. Union was great back then. Great benefits, great pay. Kept working 5, 6 hour days. Kept working 5, 6 hour days. Pay started getting a little less because inflation started going up. So he had to work a little bit more. Then he had me. My mom stayed home. Had to work a little bit more. My mom passed away. My father didn't want to redate. My father's goal in life was to go buy a mobile home, an RV, and travel the country. Go see the country that he fought for. Go actually travel and experience life. And that's what his goal was when I moved out. I moved out when I was 17 on my own. He still wasn't financially able to do that yet. He wasn't even able to retire at that point. His pension wasn't enough. Then he got sick. Found out he had cancer. I saw from the day my mom died when I was 14, a pamphlet for that RV sitting on my dad's nightstand day after day, month after month, year after year. Every single day I saw that sit there. For years. Until the day I had to throw it away. That was the day my dad died. He never got to take that trip. He never got to do anything. We all think that we have plenty of time. We all think of someday. I've looked at every calendar in the world. I've never found someday on it. Ever. Take action, ladies and gentlemen. And I mean this with all due respect. I don't care who joins my business. You're here because someone cares about you, and you're invited here for a reason. But if this isn't for you, this isn't for you. But I encourage you to go do something different. Go do something. Don't waste time. We are in the mindset as Americans so badly to just think we have plenty of time. Make a move. Go after what you want. Never settle. Most of us in this room right now are living a life that if we could go back to when we were in kindergarten, we'd be like, what? That's not what I wanted. Right? As a kid, you know the truth. As adults, you lie to yourself. As a kid, you know you're capable of doing anything. Anything you put your mind to it, you can do. And as a kid, you know that. The older you get, that's when you start lying to yourself. That's when you start letting reality kick in. And you start saying, oh, I wanted it this way. No, you didn't. Most of you didn't. And if you did, God bless you, I love you. But you're a rarity. So I'm speaking to the masses right now. And if it is one of you that has the life that you want, I'm sure you know someone that we can help. I'm here to help. We're all here to help. If you see something that makes sense to you tonight, lock arms with us and run. Because we're here to stay. We're making a big statement. We're Boston. Yeah. My name's Darren Birks. I live in Cayenne.